Hey, my friend, this is the longer podcast, and there's a hypnosis process in here, hypnotic process. So buckle up, make sure that either if you do listen to it, nothing needs your attention, but you will learn so much. And if you don't want to listen to that portion of it, you can fast forward it and it'll be available to you on my free hypnosis tracks at paulclough.com/podcast. See you then. Well, I'll see you after this. Hey, this is the Personal Development Unplugged podcast, where we use hypnosis. Yeah, hypnosis. NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. Don't worry what it is. It's just a mass of processes that we're going to get you to change. Change to let go of anxiety, low self-esteem, and create massive supreme inner confidence. But that's confidence in your competence and competence in your confidence, which means you can do anything and be safe, to enjoy the world as it should be, with you at the helm, creating the life that you want. That's what this podcast is about. You, and being the best you could be, singing from your real voice, aligned with your mission, aligned with your passions. That's what it's about. So if you're interested in letting go of anxiety, if you're interested in letting go of fear, guilt, all those blooming syndromes, imposter syndromes, and every little bit of the mind which is negative, then have a listen here, because we've got some wonderful processes and lots of good conversations between you and me to get us both thinking in such wonderful ways. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Just take the chance to have a listen.
This is Personal Development Unplugged with Paul Clough.
In simplicity, there is genius.
In simplicity, there is genius.
Hey you, how you doing today? This is the longer podcast, as we've just said. And what have you done? What have you done? Oh dear. I had to think about this, and my meta view, looking down upon what I'm going to talk about, is, well, there's always room for more. But when you realise what that more is, and the more you've done, with intention and gratitude, you just get filled with, we'll go into that, shall we? We'll go into that. But this is in some ways an extension, or comes from the FMQ, how far have you travelled? Can't remember what number it is, but it's just gone by. And I wanted to ask you, how far back can you remember? That's a funny question, isn't it? Because I have snippets sometimes, but I can't seem to remember when I was really, really young. I have one memory, but I don't know if it's true. And then I have one or two others, but they seem to have just gone. I don't know why. I'm sure they're there somewhere. But the thing is, way back then, you didn't know nothing. I love that. You didn't know nothing. That's what you did. That's what you didn't know. Nothing. And you did know. Well, you didn't even know that you didn't know. And all the way back from then, between then, way back there, and now, there's that massive adventure you've been on. In fact, we've all been on in our own way. Some people call it life's experiences. But we create them, we choose them. We're responsible for them, but it's our adventure, our hero's adventure. Even if you didn't bloody know you were on a hero's adventure, you were. And now, being here, you know it. You know you're on one, and you're creating one. And the thing is, you've done more than you know you've done. And the thing is, you can do even more than you think, because you can. So the thing is, this adventure of how far you've travelled from way back then to this very moment. What's in that space? What's in that space of those experiences, that adventure, those options or opportunities? Good friendships, maybe. Maybe you can think back now. Just a few good friendships you've had. Maybe some have gone by. Some were very close and they still are. My sons have got friendships that last and have lasted since they were in nursery school. And I think that's awesome. I haven't got that. It's a little sad, isn't it, that I haven't got that? But hey-ho, I've got friends, and I've had some really good friendships along the way, like people I've bumped into on courses and just being around in different places, being at work in different places. I made some good friendships. And there were some not so good friendships, I guess, because we've got those people who come along to teach us stuff. It's a good way of saying the people you don't really like, but hey-ho, they were there. And then there was all that bloody studying, wasn't there? All the way from this whatever age you were, 5-ish, learning to count, learning the times table. 2 2s of 4, 2 3s of 6. Remember that? We just get into that rhythm. Then writing, going over those letters, which were dotted lines. I remember being in a little pad and they were dotted and I had to keep going over them. And then studying, I guess, studying in the bigger schools. Maybe college. I didn't go to college. I went to the college or the University of Life. But all those things you learnt back then. And using now, maybe. Well, I'm sure you are, even if you don't know. And then there's learning those life skills. The life skills at work, where you're in maybe the commercial setting. Learning how to deal with people. Learning technical stuff. Maybe using your hands. And then there's that life skills which are not work. Those social skills. Where those good friendships come from. Maybe there's some things that you didn't particularly like in the past, but you've learnt from them. And if not, we will. And then there's these funny things I thought of when I was thinking about this and making a couple of notes. It was like, if you can, riding a bike, driving a car, maybe a skateboard. I haven't done a skateboard and I daren't do it now in case I fall over and hurt myself. I'm not very good at things like that. But maybe you've learned to fly a plane or steer a boat. Wow, all those type of things. Fly a kite. Maybe you've fixed stuff. Maybe you've broken stuff. That was the other one that got me. Because sometimes we learn to fix stuff because we've broken stuff. Maybe we've had some children along the way with those relationships. Maybe you've been a mum, a dad, brother, a sister. Had to learn a lot doing that, didn't we? I got 3 boys. And I must admit, I worked really hard. And maybe I wasn't there as much as I would have liked to have been. But I think I made good use of my time with my boys. I think so. Then there's the pets you've had along the way. I just remembered, I wrote 3 dogs, but I had 4 dogs. And there was Lisa, my very first dog. Then there's Polly. Taz, who was such a wonderful dog. They're all wonderful dogs, but Taz keeps in my heart. Now, Howie. Oh, there's another dog as well. Howie was Taz and Howie were probably my best friends. Well, I know they were. And then there was little Carla. I've talked about her before. And the things we've learned and all the adventures that we've had with them. What about you? Because they're mine. And then we've got this blooming thing of personal development, haven't we? Where we are now. How many books have you read? How many books have you bought and not read? That's me. How many videos have you watched? How many YouTubes have you watched? How many courses have you been on? What did you learn in any of those? All of those? And what have you used from all these learnings? I know in this personal development, myself, as you know, a long time ago, I learned hypnosis, became a master hypnotist, a master practitioner of NLP, then a trainer of NLP. And I'm working with clients and doing therapy and doing all sorts of things with NLP in different business forms for 23 years. Been doing trainings. How many people did I meet in those trainings that I've shared what I know? My coaching sessions. Because when I think about it, the ripples of the effects of those, the ripples of that change with all those people, how far did it go? And how did it affect me in that little adventure, my long adventure? Isn't it wonderful? And what about you? What else for you? Think about it for a moment. Why don't you take this opportunity? And it's a little bit like, do you remember that, if you haven't listened to it, but maybe you have, arrogant? Or was it brilliant? There's a little FMQ. And if you have listened to it, you know it's about taking notes. So maybe, why don't you take a moment or two to write down some of the things that came to mind, the things you've enjoyed, things you've learnt, things you've just experienced, life's experiences, the things that you've done, the things you've enjoyed. Just write them down, because that's a great thing to do. Because then you're just making notes of your real hero's journey, your real hero's adventure, as I like to call it, because it's yours. And that's why I said you've done so much more than you think and remember, because I know you have. And guess what? There's a bloody sight more to do as well. Because I made a little note. How did I want you to feel? And I just, a little bit egotistical, maybe, but how do I want to make you feel? I want you to make you feel saying something like, you're right, Cluffy, I bloody have. I've done some good stuff. I forgot about that. And I forgot about that. Now, this is all conscious. This is all conscious, because I'm getting you to remember. And conscious remembering is limited. And we know our unconscious mind stores all our memories. Every single blooming one of them. So what about coming with me in this podcast? Come with me and let's go through with your unconscious mind. Now, it will be trancey. It will be, you'd call it hypnosis, whatever the bloody hell hypnosis is. It could be that. And remember, no, I'm not. I'm a therapist, but I'm not your therapist. And make sure you're not having to do that anything at all that is or does need your attention, because this will be closed eye stuff. Now, if that is not going to happen, just fast forward about 20 odd minutes and then we'll wrap up. But what I'm going to do as well is I'll take this portion of the recording and put it on the free hypnosis website I've got. Remember what it is? You should do. If you're not a member, then you ought to be one. It's paulcloughonline.com/podcast. Very original, Cluffy, but there you go. Click on there. I send you an email, gives you a link. Boom, you're in with 50 plus hypnosis tracks, NLP processes. And this, I think, will be another one. But if you want to do it right now, buckle up in a nice way, because it's going to be comfortable. It's going to be lovely. You're going to get some good feelings. You might even find you get some new memories come up. Not new as in new, but they're ones that you didn't know that you knew, and they'll come back to you. Who knows? So if that's okay, find that comfortable place. And then, there's a comfortable place where you'll be undisturbed. So please don't do this if you're driving on, as I say, anything that needs your attention. But let's do some hypnosis together. So you've found that comfortable place to be. This place where you'll be undisturbed, because this is hypnosis. And having given yourself permission to enter into this trance, this session of hypnosis, I want you to just take a wonderful in-breath with me for the count of 4. And hold for 4. And now as you let that breath out, nice and slowly allow your eyes to close. That's all you have to do. And I want you to breathe. Breathe normally, naturally. But also breathe in a special way. Because I'd like you to make every in-breath more gentle than the one before. That's all. So simple. Every in-breath more gentle than the one before. And as you breathe out, allow your mind to go inside. So every in-breath more gentle than the one before. And breathing out, allowing your mind to just flow deep inside. And if you were to imagine the muscles around your eyes getting so soft. Those muscles are so soft that the eyelids don't want to work. Nothing more to do than allow them to get softer and softer. And with every out-breath now, allow that softness to flow through every muscle of your body. That's right. In-breath more gentle than the one before. And then allowing that softness to go through every muscle of your face, your chest, your arms, your stomach. That's right. And then your legs and the whole of your body. All the way down to your toes. And all the way up to your unconscious knows how to make you feel even more comfortable. That's right. Just drifting and allowing yourself to drift down deeper and letting go with every out-breath. To enjoy. Letting go. This time to find comfort. To joy and find your own comfort that's right for you right now. And we'll have your unconscious mind take you down deeper now. With every count. I'm going to count from 5 down to 1. With every count, you're going to allow yourself to go deeper into hypnosis. And on that final count, you'll enter into that profound state of hypnosis, knowing if you need to do anything at all, anything needs your attention, you'll be able to deal with it. You'll come out of this trance easily and effortlessly and deal with it, because you can. But for now, you can just let go. Deeper. So all the way from 5, drifting down. Deeper than that, just being comfortable. I want you to wonder what it would be like now for the muscles around your eyes to get so soft. So soft that your eyelids just don't want to work anymore. So soft and comfortable. But it's too much. And then as you breathe out, allow that feeling of total softness. And the deeper you go, spread through the rest of your body. The more comfortable imagine you can be now through every muscle, every fibre, every cell of you. All the way down to 4. Like a pebble being dropped into a pond. Just follow the pebble. Going below the surface. All the ripples on the surface, well, they go far and wide. To guide you. But as you go below the calmness, into calmness, hypnosis, you can go deeper, following that pebble down. You're safe to every level. So let go. Where feelings change. Hearing with inner ears, seeing with inner eyes, and feeling oh so comfortable. All the way down, even more comfortable. All the way down to 3, even more comfortable than that, where you can just let go. And that feeling around your eyes gets softer. And wonder what it'd be like for the muscles around the back of your eyes to get so soft that they too just go deeper and allow you to drift down even more. Finding a place of comfort, drifting your special place, your special place of comfort. And as you put your attention, your awareness into that place of comfort, you can find it expands, it multiplies, it grows bigger into every cell, every fibre of you. Because I want you to be comfortable. Just the right amount of comfort for you right now. To go deeper and deeper. Drifting. Dreaming. To make wonderful changes. Knowing that as you enter into this trance, at the unconscious level, this hypnosis, you're going to find and learn many things. Many wonderful things that will change your life in such a wonderful way. So drift down, let go. All you have to do is dream deeper into trance, into hypnosis, your unconscious mind. To use the power of your unconscious mind, find those resources. To access all your inner learnings. And I'm going to guide you, your inner skills, guide you to those resources. So drifting down now. Just let go to find what you want. All the way through to access what you need. To remember to let go. To be you. Let go. And be you. Just noticing maybe that one hand is heavier. Is it? Or lighter. Is it heavier than the other? Or is it lighter? That's right. Whether it's the top half of you is more comfortable. Is it more comfortable? Than the bottom half of you? Or maybe when you notice the middle half of you is even more comfortable than that. That's right. Is it the front half of you that's more comfortable than the back half of you? Or you could just let go. Or is it the back of the front more comfortable than the front of the back? And drift even deeper still. It doesn't really matter, does it? You can just let go into trance, because the deeper you go, because this is the time to be one, the more comfortable you get. One whole person with you and your unconscious mind, truly and fully aligned. The deeper you go, aligned to your most wonderful self, to create wonderful changes for you, because you can. So just let go, can you not? And as you go through that one, to be one, drifting down, you can begin to notice zero approaching. And as you notice zero approaching comes, just know that when you go through zero, you will enter into this profound state of hypnosis where my words will become your reality. And you, the unconscious mind, will do all that I say, providing I say nothing against your morals, your values. Then you'll ignore them. It's never happened, and it never will. So let go now and go through zero. -1, -2, -3, down, drifting down. And sometimes you'll drift a little up towards zero. So -4, -3, -2, and then drift down even deeper still. Into trance, where your imagination now and your unconscious mind can create all the necessary changes. So let go now and make those changes. And as you drift so comfortably deeper, this is a remembering of your hero's adventure so far and all the things you've achieved. Now I know you've consciously remembered some of those significant things that you've learned along the way. But now it's time for your unconscious mind to dive even deeper still, to notice all the things you've learned, all the things you've achieved, so you can at the unconscious level access all of that for the future. More than ever, to create an even better adventure, hero's journey, to create the life that will make you think, this is so good. So you can look in the mirror and have reflected back at you the you that you are meant to be, because that is your true reflection. Because you'll have created this wonderful life for yourself and others. So as you consciously maybe just remember again the things you've achieved, like those good friendships, relationships, the things you've learned, those life skills, maybe educational, maybe at work, maybe outside work, even the things we would say are simple, like riding a bike, driving a car, and that breaking stuff and fixing stuff, because knowing what not to break now and knowing how to fix the things you broke. Maybe you're a parent, a brother, a sister, a son, a daughter. All those things you've done, all those things you've qualified in life, in the university of life. And I want you, the unconscious mind, now to go even deeper still, to find all those wonderful emotions that have helped create the past, the wonderful past, and you can use to magnify them in the future. Supported by the most wonderful set of powerful beliefs. So find those beliefs that you've fostered, you've grown to know, that will enhance every future minute in the now. That wonderful, powerful set of beliefs that will allow you to create opportunities, to seize opportunities, and make this adventure, this hero's journey adventure, so colourful, so wonderful, so enjoyable. Knowing that you can access now a myriad of behaviours, wonderful behaviours that you've learnt, and using the skill to learn more and hold yourself to the highest value. Your highest values will support you in creating this life. So do that now. Go into the special place where you have those beliefs, values, emotions, and wonderful, healthy, readily available behaviors. Not the ones that didn't work, but the ones that did work. And I want you to notice how, at the unconscious level, you can look to use them in the future, and how well you can make them even better. To remember. Because remembering at the unconscious level all the wonderful things that you both have achieved, you can then give their conscious mind that wonderful feeling of confidence, competence, happy for no reason, connection, making life rich in all its richness. So do that now. Notice all the things you've done and all the things you can do. Knowing at the unconscious level, you will notice opportunities before the conscious mind. And you can send that conscious mind intuitions, ideas to take action, and have that action be rewarded by wonderful things. So as the conscious mind just relaxes, be comfortable. Maybe just remembering those significant things of the past that you've enjoyed so much. The things you've achieved. The things you've learned. And how you've used those learnings to create ripples that you'll never know how far the ripples of those changes and effects will ever go, because they will. soon as you, at the unconscious mind, go to this special place, you can begin to attract those opportunities. Because you can create the values, beliefs, the wonderful, powerful, positive emotions, and healthy, readily available behaviors to create and take opportunities, to follow that ultimate vision, that and all the missions that go towards that ultimate vision for you, to be on your path, follow your passion, be passionate about so many things, creating connections, relationships, everything to stand you in good stead, to create the life that they dream of. And then, even more. Because whatever they think they are, they're more. And whatever you think you are, you're more than that. You've done so many wonderful things. This is your time to remember and then produce them even more. So just take a moment or two before we end this trance with a wonderful sense of achievement. So in a moment, I'll begin to count you out of this trance. But just for the moment, the two of you be together. That's right. So, preparing yourself now to come back into that waking world. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And on that last count, you are going to feel absolutely brilliant. So here we go now. 1, feeling less relaxed. 2, feel a buzz of energy start to buzz from the tips of your toes to the top and tip of your nose. 3, take a wonderful, wonderful in-breath with me. Allow it to energize all the cells of your body. And 4, imagine a cool, clear shower, bathing the backs of your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your throat, your chest, your tummy. Everything is clear and clean. And 5, welcome back to the world. Open your eyes, feeling really, really good. I so hope you enjoyed that hypnosis track. And this is something that I hope is really good for you. And remember, you can use this track as many times as you like. I hope you got what you wanted to learn from this hypnosis track. Hey, I hoped you enjoyed that. Was it good? Did you get those experiences? Did you remember a little bit more than you thought? And knowing all that you've achieved and all that maybe you didn't even think you were capable, but you were, and you're capable of doing basically anything that you think is realistic, that is achievable. You could probably do it. You know, I got to say that when people say you can do anything in your life, well, maybe that's not quite true, because I couldn't be a Wimbledon under-18 champion, because I am, that's tennis, by the way, Wimbledon tennis, or anything of a under-18 champion, because I'm slightly just a little bit older. But I can, in that sport or whatever, I can be better than I think I am. I can learn anything. You can learn anything. It's to the degree and the skill that you learn it, but you can do anything. And when you know how much you have learned, changed, experienced, how does that change your current goals, your dreams, into bigger and better ways of living? Right now, living every minute. Just think about it now. You got your notebook. If you think about a goal, knowing how much you've learned, what could you do even bigger and better? Or that goal, can you bring it quicker? Or maybe there's a new goal that you can now dare to dream of because before you couldn't and you didn't. And now you can. Because whatever you think you are, you're more than that. And whatever you think you're more than that, you're more than that too. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that. And as I say, that hypnosis will be on the private. It's private to us, by the way. You have to sign up for it, and it's all to do with the Personal Development Unplugged community. You, me, and that's it. In some ways, it's my gift to you. But I enjoy it anyway. So it's a gift to me because I enjoy doing this stuff and sharing what I know. Remember, if there's anything else you would like me to have a look at, to see what I can do, find a process, help you with, let me know. feedback@personaldevelopmentunplugged.com. That's the email address. We're here on every episode. I know people say, don't give too much information out, but that's important information if you want to converse with me, and it will only be with me, communicate with me. It'll only be with me. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope there's loads of golden nuggets been spread all around. It makes you feel really good. And I hope because of that and your want to help this podcast grow and to change the world, allow other people to learn this good stuff, please do share this episode and share and tell people of the Personal Development Unplugged podcast with me, Paul Clough, Cluffy, your friend. That would be great if you did. Thank you so much for your time. I am so grateful of having this opportunity to do the thing I love. Thank you so much. And with the immortal words of have more fun than you can stand and get ready to fly, my friend, because it is time to fly.
Warning, you are now leaving the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. It's time to fly on your own. Be brave, my friend.
Personal Development Unplugged.